Hi, Stefan. Hi.
Hello, hello.
Jimmy said he was in a lot of pain and he finally started to move better in the fourth quarter. I mean, just how gutsy of a performance out there by him tonight to be able to do what he did, and that rebound he pulled down at the end as well.
Sheer determination and will. You know, we held it down in game 3, and I know he wanted to be out there, and injuries are tough, especially in the playoffs. But for him to gut through that first half and get the wheels going and then get turned up second half, both ends of the floor, it's why he is who he is and why he means so much to us. So this is, gutty performance for sure.
You've kind of been there before, too, where you've come back from an injury and you weren't 100%, but you go out there and you do what you do. What's the mentality when you know you can't be 100%? What takes you through 4 quarters of a game?
Just the sense of urgency at the moment. No matter really how it looks, you understand it's a long game and there's going to be opportunities for you to make your impact felt. And just having a knack for, it doesn't have to be loud scoring opportunities or whatnot. Just there's moments where you feel like you can make a play and you have the confidence in yourself to do it. So it helps when somebody lights a fire under you too. I know we all saw that.
Hey, Steph. Brandin was really good today on both ends. What'd you see from him tonight?
Yeah, I could spend all day talking about him, Buddy. Draymond stopped down the stretch. Talked about Jimmy, QP and coming in, hitting a couple of big ones and momentum. But, everybody contributed at a level that we need, and that's the playoffs. Like, every game has a different identity and a different feel. And it's hard to predict how it's going to look, but you have to have 5 guys who are on the floor ready for their moment. BP did that. There were certain matchups that he liked and took advantage of, made some timely shots for us. All you want is everybody to be confident to, take open shots, play the way that they see fit and just bring energy. And he did that from the jump.
You mentioned light a fire. Maybe that's a reference to some Dillon Brooks things. What did you think of your technical foul? And did you think we know they're physical. We know this has been a feisty series. Was there even more inciting in this game than maybe even the past few?
There were more reviews and every game has been physical and there's been moments. And you expect 2 teams to not like each other at this point. Like 4 games in, physical series. Every game is just a battle. It's what you expect when, everybody's competing at a high level. You don't want the antics to distract from the game. And I think we did a good job of bouncing back in the second half and not letting, those type of episodes really get under our skin at all and channel that energy in the right direction. So that's what a good team can do. And we did that in the second half.
Hey, Steph, you seem pretty excited to celebrate this one with Draymond afterward. Obviously, he made the big play at the end, but what can you just say about his night as a whole, picking up the early fouls, but staying there and being there at the end to make that play?
Yeah, he kind of bookended the game. It was kind of funny. He hit those 2 threes to start and got us going. We finally got off to a better start. Foul trouble and all that other stuff took away some of his minutes in the meat of the game, but that's what you want right there. I think I heard Coach talk about like it's me taking a game-winning shot. It's Draymond getting a game-winning stop, especially when it's a one-on-one type of situation where they're just going to try him, and he stood tall, took the challenge, and to be able to do that with how the rest of their game went is just a testament to him understanding the moment and staying locked in and engaged and doing what he needs to do to help us win.
Steph, two questions for you. One, is the taunting a sign of you turning over a new leaf and becoming a villain?
I'm not going to. Yes, I am actually. That was so stupid because he had did it literally the play before, and I just returned the favor, but they didn't see him. They saw me. It's like, siblings, the second one's gonna get in trouble. So that was me.
As a guy who's seen these games, so many come down to the end, what's more agonizing, more difficult, when you need to get a bucket to end the game, to win a game, or you need to get a stop to win a game? It was an excellent question. Thank you for saying
It
so.
was a good question. It's more agonizing. Defense for sure, just because you don't have as much control. I think you probably asked Draymond, it's the opposite answer. But that's how we see the game. So you either way, you feel like you can do enough to get over the hump and make a play to win a game. I think I had missed that little floater to try to go up 3, and I felt like I missed an opportunity to give us a little bit of cushion. And I'm sure Draymond on the other end was like, all right, it's my turn. And he answered the call. It was unbelievable to watch.
What are the challenges to closing out a series now that you'll have a chance to on Wednesday, and how valuable would it be to make this a short series?
That's pretty straightforward. The more rest you get, the better. You don't want to mess around with the game, but you understand closeout games are extremely difficult because of desperation from the other side. Trying to do it on the road is even more challenging. Just the idea you have to stick with 48. I remember our first closeout game, or my first experience in 2013 playing Denver. I think we were like up 10 with, if I remember correctly, a couple of minutes. We turned the ball over so many times, and it felt like it was the longest, like 2-3 minute stretch to finish a game. And it's been helpful to go through it a bunch of times over the last decade, but it is just an experience that it takes everything out of you because the team doesn't want to lay down. They're not going to quit. They're going to feed off their home crowd. It doesn't mean you have to play perfect, and you don't want to come in with that mentality like, oh, if we miss shots early or if they go on a run early, you don't want to get in your head. It's a long game. Be resilient, relentless, and you got to be disciplined more so than anything. I think that's our biggest challenge.
Steph, Jimmy just said that during the last play, he told Draymond Green, you got to stop irregular rebounds. How would you describe the team's effort on defense?
Yeah, it's a good combination. Draymond, making a stand, making Sengun take a tough shot. They had Steven Adams down there, Jabari Smith, so that's how they kind of came back in that end of the third, taking advantage of a big lineup. So for him to go get that rebound, and we saw even the confidence to be able to get up, but the injury that he had didn't work out in game 2. But he turned the page and knew how important that was for us to seal the game. So I just like the fact that they're talking about it too. That's how you build confidence with teammates. You do your job, I'll do mine.
Steph, you mentioned lighting a fire under you. Jimmy said you look forward to it when you come into a game and you're playing 40-plus minutes 2 nights before. Does it really help to be trash? Well, for someone to be trash talking to you, does it really just put that behind you and you just can go?
We've seen it all. And like I said, there's moments where it can distract you if you let it, but you kind of have to check yourself. Nobody's trying to be soft and let people try to walk all over you. You got to, protect yourself, protect your team. Some of those tactics are done to take you out of your game. So if you allow it to, then you kind of play right into their hands. So whether I'm talking or smiling my way through it or having fun with it, everybody handles it a little differently, but you got to focus on basketball.
So to follow up, do you think it's better, being that you guys have championship pedigree, that you are able to respond so well to it versus a younger team when you guys are giving it back and they're kind of making sloppy plays or sloppy mistakes or obvious cheap shots where they get caught by refs?
No, I think we have championship pedigree because we figured that out on the front end, and that's kind of, who we are consistently. So this team is different. We have to kind of figure it out on the fly. This particular group hasn't done it together before, so everybody individually has to be as disciplined as possible. that's the way we're gonna win.
You were honored or announced today as the teammate of the year in the NBA. Just what does that honor mean to you?
It was cool because you're around a long time and understand, building culture and being consistent, a consistent presence in the locker room, on and off the court, being somebody that people can reach out to appropriately for like advice or building relationships, that type of thing is a really cool honor. My favorite part about it was when Coach at shoot around this morning started to give the whole spiel before anybody knew who won. 3 other people got nominated in our huddle before it got to me, which speaks to the culture that we have around here and reflection of how much fun I've had being a part of this organization for so long. So definitely a special honor for sure. Pretty cool trophy too.
Cool. Is that it?